Hi, everyone. Welcome to the PoliticAL update with me, Alexandra Acker-Lyons. I pay attention to the political news so you don't have to. This is the advice I give to millionaire clients, and you get it for free. It is Friday, May 8th. Hello from the New Orleans airport. I just attended the Women Donors Connect conference in New Orleans with hundreds of powerful women standing up and fighting back and having lots of fun while doing it. And their Women Donors Action Board, and it was really fun to be there in person with everybody. Very timely to be in New Orleans in this post VRA moment. A lot of states like Louisiana, but also, as we saw yesterday, Tennessee, potentially Alabama, South Carolina are now all trying to redistrict before the 2026 midterms. So there's a lot of moving pieces. I'm at a lot of briefings. Thank you to all the people who are doing all the things. We're trying to slow this down where we can. We'll see what happens. This is likely, if everyone's able to go through with it, to lead to us losing 3 to 4 additional seats. The Florida maps are done. We'll lose 3 or 4 additional seats there. So it looks like all of this post VRA and Florida redistricting, potentially losing 5 or 6 seats. In addition to the 3 we have to pick up, that's still a very doable number. Everyone's obviously on pins and needles about Virginia redistricting. I just have a really hard time believing that court, who had to vote on whether or not to allow this election to go forward to change the maps, would then turn around and not allow the new maps to go into effect. But it's given us all some anxiety. And I just really want to reinstate that this is a devastating decision for Democrats, but it's a really devastating decision for Black candidates and Black political power. And we really need to be raising up, especially our Black women. So in Congress, that's Amelia Sykes and Janelle Bynum up for reelection, Lauren Beth Tomlinson, Jasmine Clark, and others as challengers or open seats. Keisha Lance Bottoms for governor and Tanya Miller for attorney general in Georgia. Chris James in New York. Just Donald Trump recruited an opponent to run against her just this week, and Andrea Campbell in Massachusetts, who are incumbent attorneys general doing amazing work, and so many more down ballot. And I say this all the time, but don't worry about the tax cut when fighting authoritarianism. We have to take back as much power as possible, and then use that power to create the change we need and hold our electeds accountable, even the ones we voted for. So other political news, Iran is still a mess. Apparently, we fired on some ships yesterday. Iran fired back. Trump is still saying that there's a ceasefire. Um, it's just also a disaster, and there are not adults in the room. I don't care whether or not Marco Rubio looks sane in comparison to all these people. Like, they are not getting this done, and I'm very worried about escalation. So that's always fun. Howard Lutnick testified this week and changed his story yet again on his relationship with Epstein. I just think it's really important. We got to just keep this in the news, keep holding these people accountable. Um, Everyone is lying through their teeth until they're under oath in front of Congress. And then Donald Trump's stupid ballroom. They are now asking for $1 billion in taxpayer money. Yes, it includes some security things, and that I would imagine are needed. But he had said that this was going to be entirely funded with private donations. If you've seen the pictures, it's like gold leaf everything. It's disgusting. And I really hope the Republicans take a vote on this, because cutting healthcare for millions of people, cutting all kinds of other crucial programs, and then giving Donald Trump $1 billion for a ballroom is not a good look. So here's hoping that they are, in fact, that stupid. Expanding the map, just really feeling the love in the South. Really want to call out Women Donors Action, the state donor tables, and so many others doing really important work across the South. We have to organize, we have to take wins where we can. It will take years, if not decades, to be building this power. But we absolutely have to do it. And we can't be writing off places like Texas and Florida just because they're expensive. There's a lot of money in Texas and Florida. So like Texas and Florida donors, step up and then we'll get your back. Um, but there is a lot of opportunity, a lot of amazing people doing amazing work. And I'm really proud to be supporting some of it. And my shout out of the week goes to the incredible chefs and food creators in New Orleans. I ate very, very well while I was here, including just like the hotel conference food. Um, just so good. And bringing home a lot of, baking mixes and gumbo mixes and spices and all kinds of things to keep that love that you feel in the food going when I get home. All right. Thank you all. Talk next week.